today, from Toronto, Canada, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Trubisky and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Toronto Mounties. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they interplay here. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he works so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 13 carries, 129 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Haskins on 3rd down, and he finds McLaurin. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Haskins will throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kyler Fackrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun, and he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball.
Now Trubisky lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Uses the stiff arm. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette on the counter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcel Darius. Able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Here's Tressway now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to let one fly for Tate. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44, Haskins will find Gamey Golden there, complete. 11 yards there, 1st down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. Fighting to stay upright. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he will take it in for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Operating from the gun, Haskins.
And that's complete to Gandy Golden.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. From left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Haskins. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The offense on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Haskins. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. it's Haskins.
He'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, Trubisky finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, open target here, Darius Slayton.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Chase Young.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To Barkley on the check down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the Ioannidis guy does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Leonard Fournette. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Haskins. He'll check that down to Gibson in the backfield. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And who's got it? The Giants. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now Haskins to throw it. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the run, it's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A good gain of 12 yards that time. Fournette. And he's he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Haskins to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins throwing middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And it is now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much. Not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They're continuing to rock and roll, and an intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. We're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup.
They go play action now. Haskins. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Second and 10 now. Haskins.
We'll find Gibson here, complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is Fournette. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Hale Hinches.
His first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now left side on the swing pass.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Again, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Trubisky, he's going to keep it.
Take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now Trubisky. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now McKinnon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Barkley. Still churning. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Haskins down to a knee, and his guy's about to come away victorious.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.